What's crackin', and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto, and I am so happy you're here. Today, I want to talk to you about 5 features that I have been thinking about for quite a while now and how I think that they could majorly impact the future of Dreamsnaps, allowing us not only to create higher quality snaps, but also increase accessibility so that way more players have access to truly creating the snaps they want. I know that others have made some different variations of features we need videos, but this one is going to be all about features that would help surpass our current limitations in Dreamsnaps or create further opportunities for the community base as a whole to enhance their Dreamsnaps creation process. I hope you enjoy my suggestions for future upgrades, and if you want to see any of these make their way to the valley, drop a like on this video to let me know I'm not alone. I am so ready to dive into it, so let's go. The first feature that I would love to see added is some kind of a light switch in the camera menu. We now have so many new features, including room and island resets, so I would love to see the addition of some way to turn all of my lights in a biome or on a floating island on or off. Even if this isn't some kind of in-camera option, a way to do this possibly from the furniture menu or even the settings menu would be wonderful. This feature would have a huge impact on ease of creation and could offer players a way to quickly experiment with different lighting options no matter the time of day. And think about how much time you could save if you didn't have to go through and turn on every single light in your set well before you ever even got to your final photo. Of course, the lights automatically turn on at sunset and at night, but this could help those magical sunrise shots become even more accessible. Another feature that I think would offer a nice quality of life upgrade to our Dreamsnaps experience would be a way to select what weather you want to see in your valley. A common occurrence that I experience and see others in the community struggle with is the onset of rain just as you're ready to pose for your perfect snap. I have found myself leaving my game open for hours waiting for the rain to dissipate, or just giving up on getting that snap during the session entirely. For players who do not have hours to sit around and wait for rain to disappear, this option would make getting the perfect shot a lot more accessible to players and potentially alleviate enough weather-based frustrations that more players would be inclined to put even more effort into their scenes, knowing that they have that level of control over the final photo. Since we already have a way to change our environment's time of day appearance, this could absolutely be a reasonable next step in environmental customization, and I think it would be a complete step in the right direction. Feature 2 in my suggestions list would surely come in handy to get rid of this rain right now, but the third proposed feature making this list is the option to disable villager speech bubbles. This is a direct suggestion that comes from a struggle that I know all too well, and wouldn't it be nice to never worry about your posing partner interrupting your perfect shot ever again? I would love this feature so I don't constantly find myself going in and out of photo mode to try and get rid of the 50th speech bubble today. I feel like this is such a common grievance, so I know I cannot be the only one that feels this way. I would have had so many final snaps so much quicker without having to constantly bob and weave between conversations. I would say that even though this is number 3 on the video, that this is probably tied for my most highly requested feature overall. I would love to just shut everyone up and get rid of this major annoyance once and for all. Finally, just be able to enjoy a quiet little photo session. And look at that, the rain finally went away. Moving right along to our second to last suggested feature, we are going to talk about something that I would love to see added as we get so many reworks and quality of life upgrades to all of our UI and menus. This feature is a recently used or even a recently viewed section for both decor and clothing. I could see this being implemented as either an additional tab, similar to the favorite section, or as an additional filtering option. And I don't just want to see this in our inventory, I want to see this in the shop. Because whether you forgot to hit favorite on an item you've been using the hell out of, or you want to be able to quickly buy more of something you were just decorating with, I can see this being insanely impactful for both Dreamsnaps and decorating alike. I don't know about you, but I personally use a lot of the same decor that I don't necessarily want to commit all the way to my favorites category. So this could be a nice happy medium to help me see things that I have been using in my valley recently without bogging down my favorites by having to log and track these things myself before they really even happen. I don't know, I just see so much potential to increase accessibility with a feature like this, especially for any players who may just struggle with their memory in general, so I really hope to see something like this added sometime soon. Our final feature making this list, and the other one I could argue could be the feature that I want the most, has to be a full camera rework. I have mentioned it before, and I know it's a big ask, but with so much effort put into increasing enjoyment during playtime, I would love to spend more time creating and less time toying with camera and the limited number of options we have in the game. Posing needs so many more options and variations, and I have made a guide recently that did reveal a lot of secret posing tricks in the valley. But even with those massive expansion skills in your tool belt, there are still so many limitations that can truly harm the player experience. These are also kind of hard to master, so they're not exactly the kindest answer to our posing debacle as a whole. Especially as we see a rise in other games like Infinity Nikki that has a well-reviewed and highly remarked camera mode, Dreamlight Valley's current camera situation is becoming even more obvious as a shortcoming in the current state of the game. I personally don't enjoy Infinity Nikki because more anime-style games usually miss the mark with me, but I see so much that GameLoft can learn from their camera options. I know there are lots of other creators who have first-hand experience in both games and have compared our current camera to Infinity Nikki, so I will let them do the heavy talking there. I may even link one below if I find one that I feel like is a good overall review or comparison between the two. But even a basic overview will reveal that there are so many features that Dreamlight Valley could and should be taking advantage of, from a camera flash to just individual posing for both yourself and your companions in the photo with you. There's so much really, truly that we can learn from Infinity Nikki, and I'm sure other games as well. And those are the top 5 features that I would love to see added as soon as possible to enhance our Dreamsnaps experience in Dreamlight Valley. I honestly think that some of these could also just help decoration as a whole, so they could be wonderful additions for more than just the Dreamsnaps competition. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and tell me if any of these suggestions sound like things you would want to see in your valley. I hope you are staying so cozy and continuing to enjoy Update 15 and all of the fun shenanigans that Jasmine and Aladdin have brought to the valley. I will see you very soon with more shenanigans of our own and Dreamlight Valley content in tow, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and drop a like to support the cavern. Keep working on those star paths, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, toodles!